Is the sound clear, guys? Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How is everybody doing? How is everybody doing? I hope you guys had a good day. Welcome back for the students who are rejoining. The students who come in, mashallah, you're here. Alhamdulillah, we are blessed to be able to do this. In these series of lessons, what we are doing is we are giving a technical breakdown of the smaller chapters of the Quran. Okay, so inshallah ta'ala, let us get into it. Okay, we are now Surah Al-Fatiha. Surah Al-Fatiha, we have covered the previous ayat, and everything is up in our YouTube channel. Everything you can find on our YouTube channel, the previous sessions. And today we are going to start inshallah ta'ala from غيرil. Bismillah wa salatu wa salam ala rasulillah wa ala ahlihi wa sahbihi wa wala. Let's get started, guys. Let's get started. So up to here we discussed. In the previous sessions, guys, we have discussed everything up to here. Alayhim. Okay, we have discussed everything. So today we are going to start here, and we are going to cover the last part. You're going to cover the last part of Surah Al-Fatiha. A very important surah, because we read this a lot in our prayer and outside of prayer as well. But mainly in the prayer, we read it every day, and it should be read correctly. Alhamdulillah, a lot of people, they pay a lot of attention, but there is still some need for improvement. So that's what we are going to do, inshallah ta'ala. That's what we will be doing now. So yes, so let's get into it, guys. Let's get into it. So let's start with the technical breakdown. Okay, guys, so we got here the letter Ghain, with the Fatha. Okay, the letter Ghain with the Fatha. So you say Gha, Gha. Okay, but what happens after the Ghain with the Fatha? We see that there is a letter Ya, and this letter is non-voweled. Okay, so as-sukun. You see this sign that you see on the ya, this means that the ya is non-voweled. Okay, there is no haraka there, there is no vowel there, there's no fatha, no kasra, no dhamma. Okay, so it is non-voweled. Now the rule that we have learned, okay, and these kind of rules come every time they come back again and again. Okay, so the rule regarding to the sukun, okay, or to the non-voweled letters that have no vowels on them, the rule is, guys, that you cannot read them alone. Okay, so you cannot read the ba, for example, b. You cannot read it alone. Okay, the ya here, you cannot read it alone. Okay, that's difficult. So what do? We connect the letter before with the letter after, guys. Okay, always when you have a non-voweled letter, you have to connect it with the letter before. Okay, so you got here the Ghain and the ya. So you go from the Ghain to the ya. Ghay. Okay, you go Ghay. You have to read this as one unit. Okay, you have to read this, guys. You have to read this as one unit. Okay, so you say Ghay, and then you got the Ra, the letter Ra. You see, guys, then we continue to the letter Ra. Now the letter Ra has different rulings regarding to the pronunciation of it. Should it be heavy? Should it be light? Okay, it has different rulings. Now the ruling, okay, one of the basic rulings is that if the Ra has a fatha or a dhamma, then you pronounce it heavily. And if it has a kasra, then you pronounce it lightly. Okay, so the Ra, the the rules regarding to the ra is again as following. Okay, the rules regarding to the ra is as following. The ra, if it has a fatha or a dhamma, then you pronounce it heavily. So you say ra, ru. Okay, if it has a kasra, then you pronounce it lightly. So you say ri, ri. Okay, so you got ra, ru, and ri, ri. Okay, this is something that you should keep in mind when you read the Quran. Okay, so now, so this ra is pronounced lightly. Okay, so you say ghoi, ri, ri, ghoi, ri. Okay, is this clear, guys, until now? Give me a 1 in the chat if this is clear. Give me a 1 in the chat if this is clear for you. Give me a 1 in the chat if this is totally clear. Give me a 1 in the chat if this is clear for you. Nice. Yes, that's what I want to see, guys. Okay, interaction. Okay, that's what we want to see. Okay, guys, so you got here ghayri. Okay, ghayri. Now what happens after the ra? Which letter is this, guys? Which letter is this after the ra in the green? Which letter is this, guys? Which letter do we have here? The green one. The green one, guys. The green one. Which letter is this? This is a very specific letter, very important for fluency in reading. Crucial. The knowledge of this letter is crucial. It is a hamza, yes, and specifically hamzatul wasl. Okay, and you see these rulings, guys, they will repeat themselves. Okay, the brothers and sisters who said alif, guys, this is not a alif, this is a hamza. Okay, and it is called hamzatul wasl. Now the ruling of hamzatul wasl is that you never write it. So in writing, you will never see a hamza. In pronunciation, hamzatul wasl is read in the beginning of speech, and you drop it in the middle of speech, and you connect the letter before with the letter after. Okay, we recognize hamzatul wasl by this sign, this shape on the sad shape, on the shape of the alif. So when you see the shape of the alif, then what do? And the sign, then you know this is the hamza, it's not the alif. Okay, so you have to drop it. And you connect the letter before, in this case the ra, with the letter after. Okay, and you see, guys, again, this is a non-vowel letter. You see this, guys? The lam is a non-vowel letter, so you have to connect it with letter before. Okay, so what do? You say ghayril. Now you have two units, ghay, and you have the ra with the kasra and the lam, ril. Ghayril. Yes, this is how we should read it. Okay, ghayril. Yes, is this clear, guys? So hamzatul wasl here, you drop it. You don't read it. You drop hamzatul wasl, and you go from the letter before, ri, to the letter after, the lam with the sukun. Ghayril. Yes, all clear? Okay, let's continue then. Ghayril. Okay, then what happens? We got the meme. Then we got the meme, guys. We got the meme. Okay, we got the meme with the fatha. Ma. Okay, ma. Meme with the fatha. Don't say ma. Meme is a light letter. Keep it light. Okay, so you say ghayril ma. غير الماء. But the problem is now, after the meme, again there is a non-vowel letter. So you see the ruling of hamzatul wasl and the ruling that you have to connect the non-vowel letter with the vowel letter before. You see it's literally continuously coming back, guys. Okay, so you have to master these rulings. For fluency, is very important. Okay, so what do? You have to join the meme with the ghain. You have to join the meme with the ghain. Okay? So you say, you start light. Okay, remember, because the meme is a light letter. So you say ma, mer. You don't say mar. غير المغ. No, not mar. It is غير المغ. غير مغ. Okay? So غير المغ. Okay? It is keep the meme light. And when you arrive at the ghain, then it becomes heavy. The ghain is heavy. Okay? But not the meme. Okay? And also something to keep in mind. Don't give the ghain a bounce. Okay? So don't say غير المغضوب. غير المغضوب. Don't say this. Okay? Don't say this, guys. Okay? Don't say مغ. غير المغضوب. مغ. Don't say this. Okay? Don't do this. Okay? So you go here. مغ. غير المغ. Okay? And then you got the dot. Now the dot has a dhamma on it. The dot has a dhamma on it. You see? The dot in dhamma equals do. So it should be pronounced heavily. You don't say do. You say do. غير المغضوب. Okay? But what happened after the dhamma, the dot in dhamma, there is a wow. Notice how there is no sign here, guys. Do you see this? There is no sound, no sign here on the wow. No sign whatsoever. Okay? Why is this? When there is no sign, this means this letter is meant to prolong this sound. Okay? So it is do without the wow, and do with the wow. Okay? So غير المغضوب. Now you have to prolong, guys. You have to prolong. Okay? The dhamma, this vowel, you have to prolong. Now it became from a short vowel, do, it became a long vowel, do. Okay? So from do, it became do. It became twice as long. Okay? Do. It became twice as long. It should be twice as long. Okay? So you have here now غير المغضوب. غير المغضوب. Okay? Do. And once you finish here, then you got the ba. The ba. Until now, everything is clear, guys? Is there a certain count? Okay, that's a good question. So, if you have harakat, guys, the harakat, fatha, dhamma, kasra, the question is how long are they? Okay? There are some misconceptions about these harakat, which are very simple, and you assume everybody would know it, everybody would know this. But the problem is that there is a lot of confusion about these. Some say the harakah is 2 seconds. Okay? Now I can tell you 2 seconds is very long for a harakah. Okay? Other people say it is counting. Okay? It's 2 counts. Okay? And both of these opinions, or I don't know where they come from, these are wrong. Okay? Harakat doesn't have a specific, they don't have harakat, the vowels, they don't have a specific time frame. Okay? It's not specific. It has to do with the way you read. So for example, if you have a slow recitation, then the duration of these harakat expand. It becomes bigger. And if you have a quick recitation, then what happens is the duration of this harakat will become smaller. Okay? So again, the harakat, guys, there is confusion about it. Okay? Some people say one harakah is a second, whilst others say it is counting. It is counting. Now seconds are very long. Okay? And counting, guys, you can count as quick as you want and as slow as you want. Okay? So it doesn't make sense to say that it is counting. Okay? Because you can count very quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or you can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see? It is something that it's in your hand. Okay? So you cannot determine the length or the duration of the harakat by counting. It's not possible. The guideline that you should have and should follow with the harakat is that the duration of the harakat expand when you read slowly, and they become shorter when you read quickly. Okay? So if you read quick, the duration will become shorter. smaller. The duration becomes smaller, okay? If you read very slow, then it will expand and become bigger. I hope this is clear. Okay? I hope this is clear, guys. Okay, so let's go to the ba. Harakat or the vowels, guys. Harakat or the fatha, dhamma, kasra. Okay? The harakat or the vowels. Yes? So what we are reading here, for example, I say here is the fatha, here is the dhamma, here is the kasra. These are called harakat. Okay, guys, so we got the ba. Yeah, the ba with the kasra, B. B. Okay, so you go غير المغضوب B. Now what happened then? غير المغضوب, and then you got عليهم. So here you pronounce the ba just on its own. Okay, nothing special. So you read this B, just B. So you say غير المغضوب. Okay, and then you transition to the next one, to the next line. Okay, you transition to the next line. وفيكم بارك الله, and you are all welcome. Yes, guys, so now you transition to this. Okay, we already covered this a little bit, but I will repeat. So you got the ayn first. Okay, you got the ayn, and the ayn is a light letter. Okay, don't start very heavy. Don't say okay, عليهم. No, start lightly, because the ayn is a light letter. So you say that's enough, sufficient. Don't say don't bring the sound up. Okay, so you have here okay, and then you got the lam with the fatha, la, but now the lam, because there is a non-vowel letter after, you have to join it. So you read this as one unit. So you say alay, okay, lay. And guys, again, I want to point this out, okay? عليهم, okay? غير المغضوب عليهم. It is عليهم, okay? علي, not علي. It is lay and it is not lay, okay? I hear sometimes people recite, they say عليهم, علي. Lay doesn't exist, guys, okay? This is lay, okay? In this case, the ya is one of the letters, soft letters, okay? Harfulin, okay? So it's a soft letter, and because it has a letter before with the fatha, and then you got the ya, so you say lay. And it's a very basic concept that you learn in the basic books like Al-Qaida Nurani and all the other ones. You learn that you have to pronounce this as lay, bay, tay, may, okay? And when we come to the Quran, then you have people pronouncing it differently, okay? They say Ali. I hope you guys hearing the difference. Lay, okay? It is not lay, it is lay, okay? So keep this in mind, guys, okay? So it is alay, and then you got the ha with the kasra, alayhi, and you got the meme after, and the meme is non-vowel, so you have to connect the ha with the meme, okay? So you got here alayhim, 3 units. عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم. Okay, so you say عليهم, and don't say علي, عليهم, علي. No, keep the noon without a vibration. Okay, so don't say علي, no, عليهم. And the meme also, don't say عليهما, say عليهم. Okay, lips closed, guys. Okay, I hope this is clear. Is this clear? Give me a 1 on the chat if it is clear, then we can continue. Then we can continue. Give me a 1 in the chat, guys. Give me a 1 in the chat if it is clear. Give me a 1 in the chat if it is clear. Then we can continue, inshallah ta'ala. Okay, good. Brothers and sisters, the ones who didn't follow the channel yet, Jazakumullah khairan, follow the channel. Follow the channel, you guys. Follow the channel, okay? Follow us on YouTube, follow us on Instagram, all the other channels, Facebook, everywhere, okay? And come to Discord. Discord is important. Lingo Arabian Knowledge Hub. Go to my bio, copy paste the link, and you will get to a page in which you can, I think even on the bio you can click on it even. So it will bring you directly to the page where you can find all the links. But Discord, when you come, you have to download it. Okay, keep this in mind. Now let's carry on. Then you got the waw with the fatha. Okay, so you say wa, wa, wa. The waw is not a heavy letter. Don't say wa, wa, waladallin, walad. Don't make it heavy, the pronunciation. Wa, wa. Okay, it's a light letter. So keep it light. Okay, keep it light, guys. Wa. Wa, okay, and then you got the lam, guys. You got the lam, okay, the lam, lam alif. You got the lam alif here. So the lam has the fatha. The lam has a fatha, and it is prolonged by the alif. Okay, so you have to pronounce it as la normally. Okay, so wa la, and the alif is here for what? Alif is to prolong the sound of fatha. Okay, but what happened now here? Now something happened, guys. Okay, so you got a letter which prolongs another letter, and after this, what do we got? So we got here the alif which prolongs. Okay, we got the alif which prolongs the fatha. Then we got here hamzat al-wasl. Remember hamzat al-wasl, guys? We got hamzat al-wasl, and you can recognize it by this shape. So what does this mean? What does this mean, guys? This means that you have to drop hamzat al-wasl because it's in the middle of speech. You see, it's not at the beginning, so you have to drop it, and you have to connect the letter before, the vowel letter before, with you have to connect the vowel letter before with the letter after. Okay, this is what it means. Now there are some things to take in consideration. The letter before is the alif. Okay. The letter before is the alif, but the alif is non-voweled, guys. It's to prolong the fatha. So because it's non-voweled, it doesn't make sense to connect it with letter after. Okay, because the letter after will be always a non-voweled letter. So you cannot connect the non-voweled with the non-voweled. Doesn't make sense. So that's why, because the alif is here to prolong, we have to drop this alif as well and go to the letter before to find a voweled letter to connect it with a non-voweled letter after. Okay. Yes, guys. Mod, if you be so kind to put the link, inshallah ta'ala. Okay? Here. And then they can copy paste. Yes, guys. So I hope this is clear. Okay, so you drop the alif, the letter that prolongs. Why? Because it's non-voweled, guys. It's non-voweled. Doesn't make sense to bring it to a other non-voweled letter and to join it together. That's not possible. You have to make sure that you have a voweled letter, and then you connect it with a vowel letter which comes after. So that's why you have to drop this alif as well. So you have to pronounce the lam, okay? And you have to bring it forward. Now what happens here? This lam, okay? This lam is also not pronounced, guys, because the dot comes after it, and the dot is a sun letter, okay? So when the sun letters come after this lam, what happens is the sun letter will double. The sun letter will double. And you will see this shadda, and you drop the lam. Okay, so you go immediately. Look, you have to skip a couple of letters. You go immediately from this letter to this letter. Okay, so from the lam to the dot. Okay, you say walad, walad. Okay, you go walad. You put your tongue. That's the first dot. The dot with a sukun. Okay, the dot with a sukun. So what do? Your tongue goes up, and it pushes to the sides. Walad. Don't bring your tongue too much forward. Okay, then you will get walad. That's a ta. Okay, and you will hear it will become problematic once you pronounce the second dot with the fatha. Okay, it will be problematic. So you go from here, from the lam to the dot. Okay, the first dot, because a shadda, guys, the shadda. Okay, this is actually this. Okay, the pronunciation Okay, let me. So basically, how you pronounce it is like this, guys. Walad. Oh. You pronounce it like this, guys. You see? This is how you should pronounce this. Walad. Walad. And then the dot with the fatha. Walad. Walad. And because that's alif, you have to prolong. Walad. Walad. Okay? You have to prolong. Walad. Why is the lamb there? Why is the lamb there? What do you mean, pistache? What do you mean by why is the lamb there? This is the pronunciation, guys. I wrote for you now the pronunciation. Okay? I stripped it from all the other letters. Okay? This is how you should pronounce it. Walad. This is the waw. Okay? This waw is this. And this, the lamb is this lamb. And then you got couple of letters that you have to skip. Then the first dot is this. And the second dot is this. You see, guys? So this is how you should pronounce it. This is how you should pronounce it. Okay? So you have to skip certain letters. So you say wa, and then you go from the lam to the dot. Walad. Walad. And then you go from the dot to the second dot. Walad. Walad. And then you got the alif. Walad. 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 Okay? Make sure that you pronounce a clear dot. Okay? Don't say walad ta. Walad ta. I'm hearing this so much, guys, and for me it is very annoying. Okay? It's very annoying if I hear somebody who is an imam of the mosque and his dot is not proper. It's not a proper dot. Or he makes these kind of mistakes that I'm explaining to you guys. You will be amazed how many people make these kind of mistakes. And people who learn the Quran. But the problem of this problem that we have in our community is we don't focus on the Tajweed. Okay, we don't focus on pronunciation of the letters. We don't focus on qira'ah. We don't have any qira'ah sessions. Okay, we go straight forward to memorization. And what happens? You memorize wrong, the letters wrong in your head, and then they will stay there for eternity. Okay, and then one day you will have memorized the Quran with all the mistakes, and you will be amongst the people who memorize the Quran. So you have to lead the prayer, you have to lead the Taraweeh. What happens then is then you go forward and you make these kind of mistakes. And it was, isn't it about the intentions? Yes, of course it is about intentions, but as specialist, it's not allowed for you as imam to make these kind of mistakes. Okay, if you are learning and you make a mistake, if you are one of the people, okay, you didn't study, then it's okay. You didn't study, and you should improve yourself. But it's normal that somebody makes mistakes. But somebody who claims he has studied, he memorized the Quran, etc., 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 and then you will hear these kind of mistakes. That's very unfortunate. Okay. Okay, guys, so you go here, walad da. Don't say walad ta, walad ta. If you put your tongue, guys, forward too much, then you get the ta sound. Okay? So you have here, walad da, walad da. And then you got the alif. And the alif, you see here the alif, there is a mat sign here. Okay? Then you have a med sign here. You see this sign? This sign. Let me take another color. You have here a med sign. Barakallahu fikum, jazakumullahu khairan. If you're capable to read it with perfection, then you would do so. Yes, jazakumullahu khairan. Because of you and your videos, I was able to learn Quran. Alhamdulillah, I'm glad you have learned. I'm happy. That's something which is which makes me very happy. Alhamdulillah. So guys, you see this? This is a med sign. Okay, when you see this with the alif coming together with the alif, what means is that you have to prolong this. Okay, and in this case, you have to give this. You have to make this alif 3 times the length. Okay, 3 times the length. So this means this equals, guys, this equals 3 times alif. Okay, 3 times 3 alif. So you got alif, alif, and alif. 3 alifs. The duration I'm talking about, brothers and sisters. The duration, guys, the duration of this is the duration of 3 alifs. Okay? 3 alifs. Not only 1, not 2, not 2.5, 3 alifs. Not 8. Okay? Sometimes you hear people they're flying away. I don't know where they're going. Okay? Too long, guys. Too long. Okay? 3 alifs. Okay? 3 alifs. And the duration of every alif is obviously determined by how quick you read. Okay? So if somebody reads slowly, then this duration will be longer. Obviously, this will be longer. But some brothers, they read very quick, and then when they come to waladdallin, they make it so long. Okay? Like twice as long sometimes. Not twice, 1.5 times as long. Okay? So they add another alif or 2 alifs extra. That's not how you should read it. Okay? So you don't make it too long. You don't make it also too short. Okay? The length of 3 alifs. This is what you should keep in mind. The length of 3 alifs. What's the length of 3 alifs? Ya Musa. This is the length of 3 alifs, guys. Ya, 2 harakat. Mu, 2 harakat. And sa, 2 harakat. Now I got 6. Ya Musa. You see, guys? I was making a mistake. Thanks for the information. Alhamdulillah. I'm glad you are hearing. So the duration would be identical, guys. The duration of waladdallin to Ya Musa. You see, when I read this, Ya Musa, O Musa, okay, 2 harakat is for Ya, 2 harakat is for Mu, and 2 harakat is for Sa. Ya Musa. This is the duration that you should have. If you read Ya Musa very quick, and when you come to waladdallin, you go flying somewhere to another planet, then this means you're reading wrong. Okay? So keep this in mind, guys. Okay? This is what you should remind. Ya Musa. That's what you should have in mind. Yes. Do I still get hasanat to reading Quran in English alphabet, like not English words? Guys, I have talked about this before. Okay? The Quran, guys, the Quran, the letters, the Arabic letters, it has a different reward. Okay? The reward of every letter, every Arabic letter, is every letter should be rewarded. Okay? As in the hadith is mentioned, you will get rewarded for every harakah. Okay? And every harakah will be multiplied to 10. Okay? So this Quran, you should read it in Arabic. Okay? And the reward that, let me say it in this way. The reward that is being talked about in the narrations is about the reward of reading the Quran in Arabic. Okay? I hope this is clear. Let's put this aside. Now, if you're not able to, and you read it by heart, okay, or you read it, you have transliteration, you read it, okay, inshallah ta'ala, you get rewarded for this. Okay? Or you read the English translation, inshallah you will get rewarded. But it's not the same. That's what I'm saying to you guys. It's not the same. Yes, so the Quran transliteration you shouldn't read transliteration. You should read the Quran for the purpose of barakah or for blessing, okay, in Arabic. And that's what you should try to do. But reading the translation of the Quran to get meanings of the Quran, that's something also what you should do. Okay, because then you know certain things from the Quran, which is translated. You obviously, if you don't know Arabic, then you need the words for you to be translated. So that's a good thing. Keep doing that. Okay, there's not a problem to read the Arabic or the translation of the Quran. Okay, and try to gain knowledge like this. I'm not talking about this. Okay, don't get confused. I'm saying if you read it for barakah and for ibadah as a worship, then you should read the Arabic. Okay, you should read Arabic. I hope that's clear. So guys, so we go here. وَلَا الضَّالِّينَ. Once we go here, once we go here, what happens, guys, is after the da, what we have here is the lam, guys. The lam has a shadda, okay? So you got here two lams, okay? So what happens? I'm writing for you down how you, the pronunciation. You got the lam, and then you got the ya and the noon, guys. Not good choice of color. Let me do it again. So you got here the lam and the ya and the noon. Okay? Now the first lam is a non-vowel lam, and the second one has a kasra. Okay? So what happens is once you prolong, guys, you have to land on this lam. Okay? وَلَا الضَّالِّ. You have to land on the first lam, guys. You have to land on the first lam. Okay? You have to land on the first lam. And then you pronounce then the second lam with a kasra. Okay? وَلَا الضَّالِّ. وَلَا الضَّالِّ. Okay? And don't stay too long. You have to touch the lam. وَلَا الضَّالِّ. You have to touch it. But you don't stay too long. You don't say وَلَا الضَّالِّينَ. Okay, sometimes brothers and sisters, I stay too long. In this case, you don't stay there. Okay, you just touch it, you land on it, and you carry on. You carry on. So you say وَلَا الضَّالِّينَ. Okay, وَلَا الضَّالِّينَ. Okay, so you have to land on it and then immediately carry on. What you don't do, وَلَا الضَّالِّينَ. You see, I stayed too long there. Okay, don't stay too long. Or don't do this. وَلَا الضَّالِّينَ. You see, now I didn't pronounce this lam. I didn't pronounce it the first lam. So make sure, guys, make sure that you land on the first lam. Don't stay too long there and carry on. Okay? And also, when you say وَلَا الضَّالِّينَ, when you pronounce this alif, don't cut the air, guys. Don't cut the air. Don't say وَلَا الضَّالِّينَ. Or sometimes some reciters, they I don't know how they do it. Okay, it's a special move. Is they cut the air. Okay, the alif. When you pronounce the alif, the air should flow out of your mouth without intervention. Okay? It's not allowed to touch anything. It's not allowed to touch anything. Okay? So you go, وَلَا الضَّالِّينَ. You don't say, وَلَا الضَّالِّينَ or something like that. This, okay? Some people cut. And you see the lips, the jaw moving. At-tar'eed. They call this at-tar'eed. Okay? Jaw is like he's in cold. Like he's shaking. Don't do this, guys. Don't do this. Okay, so you say وَلَا الضَّالِّينَ. And the lam with the kasra, guys. The lam with the kasra. And then you got the ya, so you have to prolong. Okay, you have to prolong 2 harakat or 4 or 6. You're allowed to do one of these 3. Okay, so you cannot make it short. You can make it middle length and long. As long as you do this with all the other ayat in the same recitation. Okay, so you go here وَلَا الضَّالِّينَ. Okay, and also with lean, make sure that you don't use the nasal area. Okay, don't say وَلَا الضَّالِّينَ. Don't do that. Okay, the air shouldn't come out of the nasal area. Should flow out of the mouth and go out. Okay, and this is how you can. It seems very, very childish and stupid. Okay, but this is something what you can test yourself. Am I producing the sound from nasal area? Then you will immediately hear this. Okay, so you go here. ولا الضالين. Okay? No, nothing. Okay? Is this clear, guys? Is this clear for you? Is this clear, guys? Is this clear for you? يا أخي أنا درست القرآن عندكم يا أخي. أنا درست القرآن عندكم. درست القرآن عندكم. أم الأختي الأخت. درست القرآن عندكم في الشام. الحمد لله. Okay, guys. أنا عربي يا جماعة. ما لكم؟ من قال لكم أنا لست بعربي؟ تحياتي لك. Okay, guys. So let's carry on. Let's carry on. Let's carry on, inshallah ta'ala. Or carry on. Let's end it. Let's end the stream. Let's end this stream, guys. Let's end the stream. We have covered this surah. Okay? We covered this surah, Surah Al-Fatiha. And the day after tomorrow, because tomorrow there won't be any stream. Okay? Tomorrow there is no stream. I will, inshallah ta'ala, what I will do, I will put a announcement on Discord. Okay? You guys are in luck. I didn't want to say it. Announcements are made in Discord, guys. Okay? So, inshallah ta'ala, come there. So tomorrow there are no lessons. I have other commitments. And see you Thursday. Barakallahu feekum. Jazakumullahu khairan. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.